In today's show, Buffett dumps Wells Fargo, amplifying the bull case for gold as well as Bitcoin. Cameron Winklevoss recently tweeted, Bitcoin has made significant ground on gold, going from white paper to above a $200 billion market cap in under a decade. It will continue to cannibalize gold dramatically over the next decade. We'll be breaking this down in greater detail right here in today's show. We also had Max Kaiser recently tweet, Bitcoin, gold, silver will make new all-time highs in the near term. He also went on to share that Warren Buffett will start panic buying Bitcoin at 50 G's, baby, just like Peter Schiff. We'll be breaking all this down for you in today's show. Also in today's episode, the perfect storm leads to a big sell-off for Bitcoin as well as decentralized finance. I'll be providing you the weekly recap of what's going on in the market. Also in today's episode, crypto analyst Josh Rager says he's bullish on these 4 altcoins after a big Bitcoin and crypto market sell-off. In today's show, I'll be revealing these 4 bullish alts. Also, we'll be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, a sea of blood red. Bitcoin barely maintaining just above that 10,000 critical support. Where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, including weekends, just like this. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in attending this live event with the one and only Teeka Tiwari, as Bloomberg reports, red hot IPOs are creating a new billionaire every week. And on September 9th, Teeka Tiwari will reveal just how one deal could make you set for life. That's right. Go ahead and register an RSVP by clicking the link right below the video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. Let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. Warren Buffett dumps Wells Fargo, amplifying the bull case for both gold as well as Bitcoin. That's right, Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway substantially cut their position on Wells Fargo, selling 100 million shares. The Oracle of Omaha is continuing to trim his position in bank stocks, buoying the bull case for gold and Bitcoin. Berkshire reportedly held $32 billion in equity in Wells Fargo at one point, but Fox Business reported on September 5th the investment conglomerate now only owns 3.3% in equity of the lender, worth just $3.36 billion. So why did Warren Buffett cut Wells Fargo, and how could it benefit Bitcoin? Also consider being he's one of the wealthiest individuals in the world, he must have some insider info for him to dump the banks just like that and invest into gold. So throughout his career, Buffett emphasized the importance of value investing and cash flow. The investor typically prefers businesses with predictable and stable operations that result in consistent profitability. In July, Wells Fargo posted a $2.4 billion loss, recording its first loss since the 2008 housing crisis. Following the disappointing quarterly report, the company said it would cut its dividend to 10 cents per share. Now this month, Moody's cut its rating from stable to negative, citing the slow process to overhaul its governance. Alan Tischel, a Moody's analyst, went on the record to share, the outlook change reflects Wells Fargo's slower than anticipated pace in resolving its legacy governance, oversight, compliance, and operational risk management deficiencies. The slow pace weighs on its expense base, further undermining its earnings potentials against the backdrop of challenging operating conditions. So there you have it. The confluence of the quarterly loss, the dividend cut, and the downgraded outlook likely led Buffett to trim his position. But the persistent theme in Berkshire's portfolio reshuffle in recent months is its investment into Barrick Gold. That's right. While decreasing its exposure to the U.S. banking sector, Buffett invested in gold and Japanese traded companies. Very interesting to say the least, right? Now that decision shows that Buffett is seeking safety in terms of cash flow and a hedge against inflation. He knows what's up. When you have trillions being printed out of thin air in the name of quantitative easing, what's that going to do to the dollar value? The Barrick Gold investments fuels the bull case for Bitcoin because the perception of Bitcoin as a store of value is improving. That's a fact, especially given the tight correlation between the two since the March 2020 crash as a result of the pandemic. Now check this out. Bitcoin versus gold, brought to you by SKU Analytics. We see Bitcoin in the blue and gold in the yellow. Also keep in mind, I shared this in yesterday's episode, there's many analysts who believe that once Bitcoin can flip on the gold market cap. Right now, the gold market cap is 9 trillion. Bitcoin is just over 200 billion. When we can flip that, we're talking about a $500,000 Bitcoin price. That's right. The Winklevoss bros just made their case for the $500,000 Bitcoin. And Raoul Pal also went on the record to share he believes the Bitcoin price will soar past $1 million as a result of all of this money printing and once Bitcoin can flip on the gold market cap. So check this out. Bitcoin would cannibalize gold in the future, says Cameron Winklevoss, and I agree 100%. Other notable investors, including the Winklevoss twins, believe Bitcoin as digital gold could compete against gold over the long term. Specifically, its immense upside potential makes it an attractive investment since the Bitcoin market cap is still roughly only 1.5% of gold. That's right. Cameron Winklevoss, the co-founder of Gemini, said Bitcoin already made significant ground on gold, and he went on to share on the record, Bitcoin has made significant ground on gold, going from white paper to over a $200 billion in market cap in under a decade. It will continue to cannibalize gold dramatically over the next decade. If you agree, drop me a comment right down below. And then we had influencer Dan Tapero wrote, be long both. They have different yet overlapping functions within a portfolio, referring to both gold as well as Bitcoin. And someone asked him, do you own physical gold that you can touch, or do you own gold on paper? And he wrote, yes, physical gold. And we also have the Wall Street veteran and host of the Kaiser Report, Max Kaiser. Shout out to Max and Stacy, who believes that Buffett exiting the dollar is a bullish signal for the price of gold as well as Bitcoin. Let's take a look at his recent tweets. Buffett's move into Japan, along with his gold investment, confirms he's getting out of USD. USD is trending lower today, about to break key support. Bitcoin, gold, silver will all make new all-time highs in the near term. Let me know if you agree with Max Kaiser. And he also tweeted this just a couple weeks ago. Warren Buffett will start panic buying Bitcoin at 50 G's, baby. Just like Peter Schiff, the biggest Bitcoin troll in history. If you agree that Warren Buffett will come late to the Bitcoin party, just as he came late to the gold as well as Apple party, let me know in the comments right down below. All right, and before I break down this weekly recap, sharing with you the perfect storm, which leads to a big sell-off for Bitcoin and DeFi. First, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin maintaining just above that critical 10,000 support, down 3.6% for the day. We have Ethereum down a whopping 14%. We just see a sea of blood red. Alts are literally bleeding right now. XRP down 6%, trading just below 24 cents. Miss Litecoin down 7%, trading at 47 bucks. Chainlink down a whopping 13%, now trading just above $10. EOS down 5%, trading at $2.87. Tron, which has been surging against Bitcoin recently, down 18% for the day, now trading back down at 3 cents. And BNB down 12%, trading just below $19. And now taking a look at the biggest exchanges, we can see more blood red. Binance down about 29% with 12.5 billion in volume. Hobby Global down about 22% with 3.6 billion. OKEX down about 20% with 2.9 billion, and BitMEX down about 8% with 2.6 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And taking a look at Bitcoin once again, keep in mind that there is a CME futures gap which is currently open at about that $96 to $9,700 level. So I would not be surprised if we break below that to close that gap. As history has shown us, whenever there is a gap, it's more likely that Bitcoin come around and close that gap. There's also a gap at that $16,000 level, but obviously we're very close to 9,700. Now that we've dropped from 12K, crashing all the way down to 10K, it would not surprise me the least to continue breaking down just a little bit more. Tone Vase is also in agreement with this correction. There's many analysts out there who also believe we're going to correct a little lower, close that gap before we can expect to rise and continue where we left off. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day, shall we? A significant drop in equities markets was led by blue chip stocks that had been at all-time highs. As this occurred, many tokens tied to DeFi platforms corrected sharply. Most notably was SushiSwap, better known as Sushi, which lost nearly 40% of its value. Just like that, the correction in traditional markets appeared to have influenced Bitcoin's more than 10% drop before a small bounce back to that 10.3 to 10.4 range. And again, we're currently just above 10,000. So we did drop significantly pretty quick, about $2,000 in Bitcoin price. However, more isn't always merrier. Isn't that the truth? Technology stocks that led U.S. equities to record highs this summer reversed sharply this week, sending the NASDAQ Composite Index tumbling almost 5% in its biggest fall since June. Apple's share lost 8%, wiping more than $150 billion from the iPhone maker's value, while Amazon, Alphabet, and Microsoft all fell more than 4%. As a result, the VIX index jumped above the 30-point mark for the first time since mid-July, and the equivalent volatility index for the NASDAQ shot up by more than 40 points, nearly double its mid-August low. Now, historically, the VIX has only surged in the 30s a handful of times in the past and almost always led to a significant retracement. It's a reminder that crowded trades bring a lot of volatility when someone begins to unwind their positions. Digital asset traders are more than aware of such dynamics, and while the bulls may be feeling particularly salty about the reversal of fortunes, the pullback offers an opportunity to rebuild. I look at this as a healthy retracement. Expect it. Bitcoin is up tremendously year to date, and let's not forget, back in March, Bitcoin dropped to about 3,600 as a result of the pandemic. So we've 3x since then, so a healthy correction could be expected. You feel me? The futures curve also flattened aggressively as leveraged buyers were the first ones to look for cover, and there's plenty of opportunities in the options market to take advantage of market mispricing. Now, are DeFi tokens the new pink sheets? Let's talk about it. Ethereum transactions soared to multiple new all-time highs for the second time in 3 weeks, and Uniswap V2, Router 2, is now the lead contributor to gas usage, according to Etherscan. The decentralized exchange is followed by Tether, and then the latest DeFi sweetheart, which is SushiSwap, Master Chef LP staking pool. Tether has finally been dethroned from its top spot as the main contributor of gas usage. I also want to note that the gas fees on the Ethereum blockchain right now are at an all-time high. I've seen prices as high as $300, $400, $500 to send as little as $20. I've never seen anything like it before. We need Ethereum 2.0 sooner than later, just saying. Now, the fact it was toppled by none other than a DeFi platform speaks a lot for the recent growth of the industry, and as it stands, over 9.34 billion currently locked across various platforms. Now, currently, Aave, Maker, and Uniswap constitute about 1.5 billion TVL each. Now, on the other hand, DeFi is a high risk, no reward. Extremely high volatility, to say the least, high reward market, but so is trading small cap stocks. Both clearly have a market and always will among those with an appetite for risk. Now, is a relief from high gas fees on the way? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The ongoing focus on DeFi and the recent hyperactivity on the Ethereum blockchain has resulted in sky-high congestion and gas fees. This led Ethereum founder Vitalik to point out several solutions through rollups and sharding. ZK rollups are a zero-knowledge proof technique that helps roll up or batch many transactions into a single transaction and therefore helps reduce congestion on the Ethereum blockchain. Less congestion means lower fees. I can't wait for the fees to be normal again. That's all I'm saying. Optimistic and ZK rollups can increase capacity tremendously on the blockchain, and also sharding, on the other hand, increases the capacity of the base layer by 100x. This could lead to a 100x decrease in fees, though realistically in the long term it would not decrease quite as much because the demand for Ethereum is also likely to increase. The only solution to high transaction fees is scaling, and Tether, Gitcoin, and other apps are doing the right thing by migrating to ZK rollups. A positive development is that Tether is now planning to add support for another layer 2 scaling solution, better known as ZK rollups. So let me know your thoughts surrounding the Ethereum blockchain. Do you think it will continue to be congested? Do you think that the fees will continue rising astronomically, or it's likely to drop back down as some of these solutions start to roll out? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And before we break down our next story of the day, crypto analyst Josh Rager says he's bullish on these 4 particular altcoins after a big Bitcoin and crypto market sell-off. First, I want to take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at 327 billion with 148 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the current Bitcoin dominance is 57.7%. Also consider if we exclude ICOs as well as stablecoins, then the realized market cap, which is the true BTC dominance, is closer to 80%. And now taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, we have BitShares up 19%, trading at 4.5 cents. Cybervein up 11%, trading at 12 cents. Storj up 3%, trading at 51 cents. OMG Network up 2%, trading at $3.90. KuCoin shares up 1.4%, trading at $1.20. And USD Coin, a stable coin, up 0.4%, trading just above $1. And that's because there's not many alts in the green right now. Below that, we have another stable coin, DAI, barely up, and Quant barely up 0.2%. And now taking a look at the biggest losers within the top 100, Sushi Swap down a whopping 55%, trading at $2.40. Flexicoin down 26%, trading at 0.009. We have Yearn.finance, YFI, down 25%, still trading above 21,000. We saw it recently flip on the Bitcoin price and climb as high as like 39,000, which is crazy. We have some analysts predicting this moon to 100,000 this year. Then we have Ren down 23%, trading at 28 cents. Loopring down 21%, trading at 17 cents. And Kusama down 21%, trading at $33.20. Below that, we have DFI.money, which is YFII, down 20%, trading just below $4,000. And Serum down 20%, trading at $2.40. Now, out of this list of bullish and bearish altcoins, which alts in particular are you hodling and most bullish on for the long haul? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bears are barely back in control, leading with about 500,000 in superiority in the last 24 hours, with shorts leading 50.08% versus 49.92% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators because it's extremely accurate. It shows right now we're in fear, and I'm talking about none other than the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Yesterday we were also in fear, and last week we were stuck in extreme greed. And lo and behold, when there's extreme greed, the likelihood of a correction is extremely high. That's right. If you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, like we're experiencing right now. And when investors are getting too greedy, like we were in the last week, that means the market is due for a correction, which is exactly what we're witnessing right now, in my opinion, a healthy correction. All right, and before I break down our final story of the day and I share with you these 4 bullish altcoins from crypto analyst Josh Rager, first I want to encourage you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 500 plus videos right here on my channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Not only is this updated every single day, including weekends, it also allows you to download the latest episode of the show in MP3 format so you can listen to it in the car when you're working out or just out and about. Also, be sure to subscribe on YouTube by smashing that subscribe button right below the video in the description, or if you're listening on a different platform, you can visit cryptonewsalerts.net to visit the YouTube channel. You can also find us on all the major podcasting platforms. I'm happy to announce we just crossed 100,000 podcast downloads. So I want to say thank you for the continued support. You can find us on Apple's iTunes, Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, Google Play, as well as Stitcher Radio. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 17,000 strong from all over the world. To become a part of it, simply click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day, shall we? Analyst Josh Rager says he's buying the dip on 4 altcoins in the aftermath of the widespread crypto market sell-off after Bitcoin dropped from 12K all the way down to 10K in just over 24 hours. Crypto analyst Josh Rager is bullish on Chainlink, better known as the missing link of the blockchain. Let me know if you're also bullish on Link. I am. I've been talking about Chainlink for a very long time. He says the coin is historically one of the fastest to recover after a major market correction. That's a fact. In addition, Rager tells his 83,000 followers on Twitter he's also buying the DeFi darling Yearn Finance, YFI, the cross-blockchain platform Polkadot, DOT, and the decentralized exchange token Serum, SRM. Out of this list of altcoins that Josh Rager is bullish on, which ones in particular are you maybe bullish on? Let me know in the comments right down below. Let's check out his actual tweet here on Twitter: bought more Link and YFL because chainlink based asset tend to be some of the fastest to recover post Bitcoin dips. Now that's a fact. I've been watching chainlink recover on every dip faster than all the other alts. And then we have fellow analyst Cred tell his 167,000 Twitter followers that Bitcoin has dropped below a key level of support and risk an even larger move to the downside. Taking a look at Cred's tweet: in times like these, it's most difficult to adhere to HTF perspective. Just sharing my views from the monthly. Bitcoin positive as long as support at 10.7 mid and 10,000 holds. Ethereum positive as long as support at the 390s holds. Wix and shorter term PA below are acceptable. And he also went on to include, I don't have any strong views right now. August was a fantastic month. I'm 0 for 1 for September, having eaten a plate of feces after buying the Bitcoin top. Will likely sit out until at least the weekly closes unless something really attractive sets up on the intraday basis. So there you have it. Meanwhile, veteran strategist Tone Vase, shout out to Tone from Trade in Bitcoin, says he's expecting Bitcoin to correct by about 30%, and it's historically done many times in the past. He's a buyer in the $9,500 range. He goes on to share in this recent YouTube video, going to 12,000 and then drop into 9K is pretty much almost a 30% correction. I'm not expecting 7K, but I'm expecting $9,000. I plan to be setting my limit orders around 9,500. I would like that, buying up into it. Let me know your thoughts surrounding these price predictions for Bitcoin here in the short term. Do you feel we'll drop as low as potentially 9,000, closing that CME futures gap at 9,700 in agreement with Tone Vase? Or do you believe we'll continue climbing and hold this critical 10,000 support? Also, let me know your thoughts on these altcoins picked out from Josh Rager that he's extremely bullish on right now. Do you feel these alts will continue to outpace the king of all crypto? Drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, including weekends just like this. And real quick before I go, if interested in attending this live summit with the one and only Teeka Tiwari, Bloomberg reports red hot IPOs are creating a new billionaire every week, and on September 9th, Teeka Tiwari will reveal how just one deal could make you set for life. That's right, go ahead and register and RSVP by clicking the link right below this video in the description. It's going to take you here. Register by entering your best email address and go ahead and RSVP. And I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.